أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين وعلى أصحابه وعلى جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين. تربية الشخصية القرآنية، كيف تكون وما لا تكون. Developing a Quranic personality, how to be and what not to be. A wise farmer had 3 little sons, Amr, Akbar and Ahmad. And he tried his best to teach them how to handle the many challenges of life. So he took them one day to a dark little shed on the farm and gave each one of them, he showed them the shed inside, and he gave each one of them a few coins and asked them to go and buy something, whatever they could buy, and try to fill the shed with whatever they could buy with a few coins, fill it up as much as they could. The 3 boys went. They went to the market and bought what they bought, and when they came back, Amr brought a bag of white feathers, and then he strew it on the ground in the dark shed, and it filled most of the ground. Akbar brought a bag of straw or hay, and he could fill a bit more. In fact, he filled almost the entire ground. He could strew the straw or the hay on the ground. Ahmad did not bring a bag. He went to the middle of the room. He put his hand in his pocket. He took out a candle and a match, and he lit the candle, and he filled the entire room with light. 2 simple lessons before we go into the talk itself. 1, think outside the box. You do not have to put physical things to fill a space. Number 2, the light not only filled the space, but it dispelled and replaced the darkness. You see, light is one of the most universal symbols, and it indicates, of course, illumination, but also it's symbolic of guidance, of hope, and also of truth. Even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala refers to himself in the Holy Quran in Surah An-Nur as Allahu Nuru Samawati wal Ard. In the Surah of light, he refers to himself as Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. And we find the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam made a daily dua. Allahumma ij'al fi qalbi nura wa fi lisani nura waj'al fi sam'i nura waj'al fi basri nura. Documented Sahih Imam al-Bukhari and Imam Muslim. Rasul made a daily dua, Allah, let there be light in my heart, in my speech, in my hearing, in my sight, in my actions. So, as we are here at this moment in history, we find ourselves in a dark phase of human history, experiencing a deadly pandemic of biblical proportions. We may feel overwhelmed at the sheer magnitude of the challenges that we face posed by this virus and the multitudes of tribulations that comes with it. In times of such darkness and such distress, we need the light of faith and the light of optimism. The light of faith and the light of optimism, because a small light can displace a lot of darkness. You see, taking from the story, we need to be like candles with a little flame that can provide illumination to an entire room, because darkness flees the space in which light enters. Besides giving light, the flame of the candle provides the comfort of warmth. Also, the candle burns away, reminding us that our time of life on earth is fleeting, and with every moment, with every flicker, life grows shorter, diminishing. Eventually, life will be extinguished, like the candle. Finally, candles teach us how to be selfless, because they burn themselves in order to give life to those around it. And therefore, wise ones have said, Al-muhsinuna mithlu shumu'u yuhriquna anfusahum litawfir ad-daw lil-akhirin. Say, good people are like candles. They burn themselves in order to provide light for other people. Such selflessness is the trait of those who are truly caring, who are truly compassionate. Characteristics of those who are genuinely good. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in hadith documented in the Musnad of Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal said, قَلْبُ الْمُؤْمِنِ سِرَاجُهُ فِيهِ نُورٌ. He said, there is light in the heart of the believer. So if our hearts are filled with light, the light of faith and the light of compassion, then despite the darkness of the challenges of the world that we are facing, we could offer the light of hope and inshallah the light of relief. May we be a source of light and the reflection of light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even the Rasul is siraja munira, a reflection of light. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.